Hey everyone, welcome to another transformation video. This is of course the MPG-15 Rattle, or as we know him, Rattrap. I'm going to show how to take him from rat mode to robot mode and back. I'm not going to show the weird upright rat mode because, well, that's not really the transformation. That's kind of just adjusting things, so that will be in the review. But yeah, so first things first is what you want to do. You come here is back here. You want to untab this bit and just kind of bring it up like that. Just kind of leave that for now. What you also want to do is take the rat head and just untab it from here and just bring it down like that. So, make sure that mouth stays closed on because that's going to be a thing I'm note. Yeah, so then down here, what you want to do is then split this bit right here. Just split that open like so. Just open that up. And then split this part open right here, this top part. Split that open like so and bring that back like that. Now from there, what you want to go ahead and do is then go ahead and lift this part right here. There's a hinge right here. You want to go ahead and lift that up right here and get that up and out of the way, like so. Then right here, go ahead and split the legs a bit. And this is where I like to fish out the gun. Like I'll untap, you just untap the gun and bring it out and put it outside. Because that, by the way, the gun is stored in there in when it's first out of the box. So that's that. So then you take the legs here, you want to bring them out right here, you want to bring them down and straighten them out like that. Straighten those out and then rotate the foot like that. Straighten out the leg, making sure again to just go ahead and tab that in right there like that and straighten out and then bring the foot down and around like that. Sitting like, just kind of sitting like that. Go ahead and take this bit right here and just bring it down like this. Now right here, these panels right here, you can see that right here, this panel, you want to go ahead and rotate that down. Bring it down like that. Kind of out of the way a bit. A bit, I say, because it's still somewhat in the way. Like that. And then bring it down on this side as well. Like so. Just kind of bring that down. Like that. Now from there, what you want to do is go ahead and take the arms here. You want to kind of unpeg them from each other. They peg in right here. You unpeg them from each other. And bring them out. Bring them out on that hinge right there. And same thing, bring this out on that hinge like that. Up here at the arms, you want to see this. You see this right here. You take this elbow piece and you want to rotate this part around like this. Like that. And then straighten out the arm like so. And then take the hand and you want to straighten that out like that. And then right here, you want to rotate the shoulder piece so it's like that. And then rotate the bicep so it's sitting like that. So this looks like that. Same thing on this side. Again, rotate this elbow piece around like so. That. Straighten out the arm. Bring out the hand. Rotate the shoulder. Like that. Then rotate the bicep like so. Now these bits right here, you want to go ahead and bring the hinge right here. You can see there's a couple hinges. You want to use both these hinges right here and bring this up. And this tab right here will kind of go in this little bit right here and sit like that. So you'll kind of sit like kind of flush right here like that. The goldish bronze piece. And same thing over here. Just bring this up and bring it up and sit it there like that. And down here at the waist, what you'll want to do is go ahead and rotate and kind of bring this up like this because there's a hinge right here. Bring that up, then rotate the waist piece 180 like that, and then bring this kind of back down a little bit. Right here, what you want to do, making sure this is still down a bit. This part can be a little annoying. What you got to do here is bring the rat head down. You see all these hinges right here. You want to bring this down in such a way. Bring it down right there, and then this right here. Bringing this back a bit. Actually, right here, there's a hinge right here. I want to bring that down first. Bring this down here, and this right here, this bit will kind of feed in. This will kind of collapse into the rat head as well, like that, and this will feed up like that, and make sure it's fully seated. The thing is that sometimes, unfortunately, sometimes because of how the hinges work, the jaw will sometimes open. You want to make sure that the mouth is closed, otherwise it will not feed in there properly. And make sure it's all the way up like that. And then the rat ears, you want to go ahead and rotate them down like this. And then you can go ahead and make sure this is still standing like that. And then bring this forward, and there's a little divot right there for the rat nose. You can go ahead and bring this up right here. And this, you see there's little tabs right here, which will go in the little slots right there on the sides. which forming a good chunk of his torso. Now back here, keeping the arms, you know, still all the way back here. What you want to do, this right here, what you want to do here, back here on the backpack, is you want to bring these forward a little bit, just a little bit, so you can rotate this thing down, and this will then should be able to then go down just fine without, you know, catching on anything right there like that. Then you can go ahead and bring them back out again. Because that way, otherwise if you have these fully extended, this will catch and be a little annoying. Then you take these pieces right here and you fold them down like this. You fold these down, panels like down like this, and like that. And then the rat legs you want to go ahead and bring back, and then back here, rotate the rat foot around like this and bring it down like that. And then bring it in. It's supposed to kind of sit kind of like that. Yeah. Bring it in right there like that, and it's supposed to kind of sit like more or less like that, essentially. Again, bring this back, make sure this doesn't come with it. Then you can rotate the rat foot 180, fold it down like this, and bring it in. It's supposed to more or less sit like that, essentially. Now, then you're supposed to bring this up, and right here you see that tab right there will go into that slot, that middle one, and these tabs right here are supposed to also go in these slots, and unfortunately they have a tendency to just not really want to tab in properly, which is annoying. They'll like pop themselves back out until you like hold it in place, so that can be a little annoying. So don't be surprised if it doesn't stay tabbed in. I've ever had to resort to like holding in place for a good few seconds before it actually wants to stay, and even then sometimes it will pop itself back out. Eventually, once you've done that, go ahead and bring the arms down like that. Yeah, just right now it just popped itself back out. Down here, this is still, you know, flared out. Go ahead, back here. I'm going to go ahead and, well, actually, before we actually get back there, collapse these panels right here. Make sure they, you know, again, yeah, untapped itself again. And collapse these panels right there like that. Then come back here. Go ahead and take the hind rat legs, and there's a little hinge in there. You can see there's a little hinge. You want to go ahead and bring them in like this, like that, and like that. Right here, okay, this is a little hard to see because the legs are in the way. Right here, you want to collapse this up, and there's a, see this gray piece right here? It's supposed to go underneath that flap. So when you collapse it up, you see, yeah, it goes behind the flap there. I had it right the first time. It goes behind the flap there. Make sure it's collapsed all the way up. And then right here, you can take this piece right here, this panel right here, you want to go ahead and then use these double hinges and bring it up like that. And that, see the panels right here will feed between, so it'll sit like that, more or less. And then you take the tail and bring it up flat against the back. And with all that, getting him standing again, you'll have Rattrap in his robot mode. Hopefully he'll stand and not, you know, want to fall over because of the weight of his backpack. There he is in his robot mode. Yeah, it's not too complicated. It's just mostly it's just annoying because of the whole the tabs right there don't like to work very well. So yeah. Now getting him back into his rat mode from here. What you want to do again? Take the tail and bring it out again. Take this panel and bring it out like that. Then take the rear half of the rat body and bring it out like that. Take the hind legs and use that double hinge to bring them back out like that. And that. Take these panels and fold them back out. Now, of course, untab this from here and then bring the arms up. Just get those out of the way. Get those out of the way. Untab those from there and then go ahead and take these and bring those out like so, like that, and then rotate the rat foot so it's sitting like that, and rotate the rat foot again, and yeah, bring those out. And right here, you go ahead and take these panels and bring them out, and bring them out like so, and then bring these panels out like so, and like so. And again, before you move the center panel, go ahead and bring these in a bit. And then right here, what I do is I push, see this, I like push on this part right there. It makes it come out a lot easier, and just bring that back like that, and then you go ahead and flatten those back out like that. Now here, what you're going to go ahead and do is take this the fake rat head and bring it down. Then also bring this back right here and rotate the waist to 180 like that. Just get that down like that. Then go ahead and take the ears and move them back if you like, and then bring this hinge back right here, and then extend out the rat head fully. Don't accidentally untab it, like that. And then go ahead and take these panels and bring them down. Just get them down like that and out of the way, because we're going to do the arms next. Now up here at the arms, what you want to do is go ahead and take this at the shoulder and rotate it forward like so. And then rotate the bicep like that. Collapse the hand like that. Rotate the arm inward using both elbow joints. And then take this joint right here and bring it back like that. So it's sitting like that, essentially. And same thing on this side. Rotate that forward. Rotate the bicep so it's facing like that. Take the hand and collapse it down. Use the elbow joints and collapse it in like that. And then take this little bit right here and rotate it around like so. Then right here, take this hinge, you use that to collapse the arms into the torso, like that, and like that. And then go ahead and you can see there's that little circle thing right there. Just peg the arms together like that. So, then you go ahead and right here, you bring this up like that, and then bring these panels around, like so. You can see there's a little notch right there for this little tab, like that, on that panel, like so. It kind of sits like that. And then go ahead and bring this around like so, and this will again kind of notch in right there, like that. Now, from there, go ahead and bring the robot feet out like this. I'm gonna sit like that, if I remember correctly, yeah. And then use the knees, and then also untab this joint right there and bring it forward like so. And then again, use the knee and then that extra joint right there, and just bring it forward like so. It's gonna sit like that, and make sure to spread them out a little bit. And right here, you can see again the gun. The little handle tabs, there's little slots in the inside of the thighs. You go ahead and tab it into one thigh. Try to line up, it's a little bit of a pain. You might have to move this leg out a little bit just so you can see. Tab that in, and then bring the legs together and to make sure it tabs into both legs like that. And they'll just sit like that. You just kind of then bring it down like so, and just kind of sits more or less like that. Now, from here, go ahead and make sure this hinge is fully hinged down. Bring that see that? Make sure to bring that forward, and then this right here, you should bring that up right there. So then on this hinge right there, so then this can close up. Make sure it's all aligned. Like that. Make sure it's all aligned. So yeah, make sure that's all lined up right there. And then go ahead and bring this back on this hinge right here. And right here, the gun, you want to make sure this gun right here, the gun barrel will go up in this little spot right there, just behind this, the tail hinge. Make sure that goes in properly. And then you can go ahead and close up the rear half of the rat body like that, and make sure this fully tabs in right there, like that. Give it all a good squeeze. You can take the head right here and bring it up and tab it back in. Take this and collapse this down, and this tab right here will go into this little slot right there. Tab it a little bit in the process, and then make your adjustments as necessary, including like the rat tail if you want to make it look nice. And then adjust the legs and everything, and there you go. There's Rattrap in his rat mode. Pretty straightforward. Again, the only thing is sometimes these hinges right here, some of them can get a little out of alignment, and then that causes you to go, wait, what's going on? And then you have to sit there and like untransform a little bit and then realign the hinge, because yeah, I've noticed when you're moving stuff, sometimes stuff gets caught really easily, but it's not too difficult to go back and fix it. It's not like you have to go back like 30 steps, like, oh, okay, and just kind of, yeah. Not too difficult once you get used to it. It's just that weird thing of there's that initial daunting thing of like, oh boy, this feels a lot more complicated than it actually is. It just feels a lot more complicated, it's really not. So there you go. I hope this was helpful and stuff. So I hope you check out the review. Check out my social media. It's in the description and to end the video. Check out my Coffee and my Patreon. I shall see you hopefully in the review.